Yes, an actual human being wrote this, and no, it's not satire. This is actually what Armond White believes. Adam Sandler's comedies are not dumb fun. Maybe that's why they're not in critics' favor. Sandler's hilarious new film, Jack and Jill, brings to mind the great line that Ernst Lubitsch classic 1946 female plumber comedy Clooney Brown. Upset people who don't like to admit they have plumbing. In Jack and Jill, Sandler looks at the sibling rivalry without the acrid love of dysfunction so popular on TV and Broadway. It's obvious that Los Angeles ad executive Jack and his hefty, homely, still unmarried sister Jill, who visits from New York, will mend their rift, but the fun is in watching the healing process. The film's comedy shows the depths of kinship, similarities siblings can't help sharing, but learn to accept in themselves. And Sandler's always protective, as when Jack insults Jill but warns, "I can say that because I'm her twin." Jack and Jill reveals that Sandler's best comedies are really love stories. He explores affection without the class and gender guilt Judd Apatow hides behind. Sandler's willingness to appear dumb is what makes his films so cathartic. He thrives on being unembarrassed, the key to classic comedy, going back to the Greeks. Sandler, of course, always goes back to Jewishness. He may be the least ethnically abashed Jewish film comic outside the Borscht Belt, which is Jack and Jill's natural strength. Jack's self-consciousness about Jill is rooted in Jewish comics' proverbial self-deprecation. Jill's large features, gauchiness, petulance, and unsophisticated ways are not anti-Jewish traits, but the qualities that insecure, social-climbing ethnic groups usually evade. In Jill Drag, Sandler looks like a young woman you see on the subway. She's a homely archetype. Credit Sandler's subtle feminine caricature, especially in dancing and athleticism, that avoids making Jill clownish, like Tyler Perry's grotesque Medea. Perry's career is based on parodying ethnic shame, then edging into pride. In Jack and Jill, Sandler embraces rude, crude, and earthy ways that Tyler Perry wouldn't dare. Or would he? When Jack's WASP assistant boasts that he's almost Jewish because he's an atheist, Jack looks nonplussed. Yet, Sandler isn't. His comic introspection has a moral core. Appreciation of roots and background is what gives the film's overlong but uproarious Al Pacino subplot its basis. It's both crazily romantic and a professional salute. That's because Sandler knows how our plumbing works.